Number 7, if I ruled the world, I would have a computer that would immediately capture my videos so I wouldn't have to wait a week or two to edit new videos. Number 8, if I ruled the world, forgiveness would be a daily event. Number 9, if I ruled the world, everyone would understand that the world doesn't respond to commands, but through the act of asking powerful questions. Number 10, if I ruled the world, I would change this game to if I could have any question answered. Number 11, if I ruled the world, I would find the answer to the question, how do I engage the most powerful positive momentum in this moment? If I ruled the world, I'd recognize that maybe a part of me does rule the world because I am feeling less stress and engaging in a tremendous, powerful, positive, momentous activity. Number 13, if I ruled the world, creativity would be recognized as the most precious resource on earth. Number 14, if I ruled the world, I'd be happy with every single step of this process because getting there is half the fun. If I ruled the world, I would change this game from if I ruled the world to starting every sentence with in my world. Number 16, in my world, people can bend the rules to make the game work personally for each individual. Number 17, in my world, things happen very quickly right now. Number 18, in my world, we realize every little thing we do makes a huge difference. Number 19, in my world, scary stuff goes away once you look at it properly. And number 20, in my world, it's time to get on with the day and make it the greatest of your life. Hey, thank you very much for listening to Day 2. I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you at this time of day. Welcome to Day 3 of the 60-day quest of the Destiny 5 experience. Again, my name is Michael Schumann. I am the author of the book, and I wanted to welcome you to the third day of your quest. So, are you very clear about what your quest is at this moment? Have you openly declared your quest? Is it starting to feel a little more real right now? I hope so, because we are going to go back into time even more today and really discover the roots of your quest and really find the compelling why about why you're going for this. I'm going to make a quote from the movie The Matrix. I think it was the second one called The Matrix Reloaded, where the Merovingian, this rich, powerful overlord of the world, tells Neo the hero, "Why is the only source of power. Without it, you are powerless. Why is what separates us from them. It's what separates me from you. And this is how you come to me, without power, without why. You're just another link." And then after he makes that quote, the Merovingian tells Neo the hero, "Well, since you come to me without power, since you come to me not really knowing why you're here, I'll tell you what to do. You go back to your oracle. You go back to the person who sent you and tell her I want this, and then maybe I'll help you out." So it's very important to get underneath the why about why we're doing this. And sometimes that's rooted in the very foundations of who we are as human beings, which can sometimes be found in childhood. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get there in a moment. So knowing the why will make your quest potent to you. If your goal is potent, it's going to encourage you, it's going to drive you, it's going to give you the energy to see it through to completion. If it's impotent, then it's not going to inspire you. It's not going to make you want to get up in the morning or keep you up late at night working on it. So that's very important, to find the goal that is potent to you, the goal that will enliven you, and the quest that will drive you. I'm going to go briefly to my journal, my 60-day journal, and also want to remind you, I hope you are keeping your journal. Don't make me channel my inner drill sergeant again like I did yesterday. But I'm going to read briefly from the journal and really get centered on my own why. Because I believe what this does is it gives you permission, and when you take your quest and you know your why as well, you give other people permission to take this quest. And I think that's very important. I think that's what's needed to inspire a true cultural shift or a paradigm shift, whatever you want to call it. So you're a part of this. You are a major part of this, and you give permission to others who will also be a major part of this. So I'm going to read from my journal. The first week of the quest is about origins. finding out why you want to do something. I've been thinking extensively on what this current 60-day quest means to me. And again, my 60-day quest is to raise an entire year's worth of income in the next 60 days. To me, this specific quest symbolizes a tremendous breakthrough. Imagine working really hard for 60 days out of the year and having the other 300 days to pursue your true heart's desires. Now, for me, my heart's desire is building a business out of this, so I'll still be working constantly once the 60 days are over. But I'm beginning to see the bigger picture. For those looking in from the outside, this represents a quantum leap towards freedom. I do believe if given the opportunity, many of us would do much more for other people than we would ever do for ourselves. So now I can see my quest from the perspective of giving others permission to free themselves of their perceived burdens from life. So as I step away from my journal, I'm really enlivened by those words. It really compels me to think now that even though at the time of this recording or at the time of writing my journal and making it public, there's probably maybe 2 or 3 people paying attention, but I'm starting to see the bigger picture of others listening to this recording or reading that journal or that blog once it's out. And it will give people permission to take their quests and to maybe do the same thing and earn an entire year's of income worth in 60 days. That's compelling. That just really enlivens me. I want to say that turns me on, but I don't want to make any sexual connotations to it. Okay, moving on. So if I were to be very honest, there's a lot of pressure now. You just took a step forward and publicly declared that you're going to do this, or you might have privately declared it to yourself, and that's fine. All of a sudden, you're obligated. You know, you're really committed now. You really want to do something. And I have to tell you, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure because now I'm seeing everything I need to do, at least in my mind, to make this 60-day quest happen. And I'm getting bombarded and hit at from all sides about suggestions, criticisms, things that I should be thinking about, things that I should be doing. And I have to say, after receiving all of this advice from people, if I were the person I was in the past, before I've taken quests like this, I would have been really turned off by all of this. It would have been like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Guys, this is way too much. I didn't bargain for this. You know, I mean, it doesn't seem like I can do anything right. But now I see, especially when we get through the shadow and the helping hands portion in the next few weeks, that you really do expand your presence when you go through this quest. You really do expand your mind and expand your idea of who you are and who other people are and your idea of the world. Now I look at all of this support, all of these people coming in who are really trying to help, and now I know that I have a team. I have people who are there looking out for me. I have people who are really wanting to see me succeed at this, and I'm really enlivened by that, and I'm starting to take a different perspective, a different take on other people wanting to help me out, and even pointing out my own imperfections or my own misguided attempts. So I want to challenge you to be able to think the second thought or think of things from a different angle when you start feeling the pressure of your quest. Okay, class, lecture time is over. We're going to get now back into the exercise portion of our 60-day quest. So I want you to go back now to the exercise you did in Volume 1. And again, this was the game called Headlines. It was part of your audition. And I want you to pinpoint one of the moments in your life that made you kind of give birth to something, that made you kind of define who you were. It could be in childhood, it could be in your adolescence, or it could be in your recent past. But I want you to pinpoint a moment that represented the birth of something, that represented the birth of a passion, or the birth of your idea of who you were, or the birth of something that was just pure fun for you. I'm going to let you turn off the recording and look back over your notes and see if you can find such a moment. Okay, turn off the recording now. I'll be right back with you.